Wake up, kids, it's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gang's dumb commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons, it's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy Saturday, everybody! Saturday! Oh, look at that. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons, the show where we watch old, forgotten, sometimes fondly remembered, but often not fondly remembered cartoons from the glory days of Saturday morning cartoons. I'm one of your hosts, Nick. We have Joe there from VCR Party, George also from VCR Party, and joining us, Josh Schaefer from Lunch Meat. Hey, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
He's back.
Yes.
I'm always excited to be here. So,
Well, and there's a good reason for it too, because football season started, and I was like, is there a good football? We've done Pro Stars before, and I was like, oh, there's one called Mutant League about a bunch of mutants that play on a football team. And then I looked to see, like, we didn't have it on VHS, and I was looking for, what the VHS tape, if it was available on the secondary market. It was going for like $200 to $500. So last week I just texted Josh and I'm like, you have this tape? He goes, yeah, dude. Let's see it. Do you have it handy there? There it is. You're sitting on a gold mine.
I mean, I don't even.
$500.
Wait, hold it up again so that I can hold on. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That looks like, is that Tommy Wiseau on the cover? Is that who that is?
The director of The Room. Yeah.
Right.
It was his protege.
Right.
Yeah.
That font's doing all the heavy lifting there.
Where did you get it?
Oh, man.
You remember? Do you remember where you get most of your tapes at this point?
No. I mean, certain tapes, some tapes not. I mean, it's no. The answer is no. I don't remember where I got this tape. I know that I got it from like a flea market or something.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
And had
I
you
remember
watched
when
it?
I got tapes, kind of. Have I watched it?
Had you watched it before Nick got in touch with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I used to watch this when I was younger. Yeah. So,
Yeah, you're like, I still remember the announcer's voice. And then I watched it. I'm like, oh, I see why. I see why you remember
I'm
that.
telling you, it just lives in your head. It's just like you're just driving down the road and his just voice pops in my head. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, fantastic.
Well,
All right,
Josh,
I'm excited.
And we've had you on before on VCR Party and our Halloween show and everything else. But for those who don't know, Lunch Meat is your repository for all things VHS. And Josh, you're a great designer too. So you have books out. Like this is the Lunch Meat video stores still exist, where you interview and do profiles on still operating video stores today. Because that's the most common thing people ask, right? Is, do video stores still exist?
Yeah, it's like what they type in Google or whatever. But shout out to Ted Gilbert, my co-editor, because he designed the bulk of that. And I just did the cover. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for picking it up.
Well, we love Lunch Meat. Great t-shirts too. I just picked up a Lunch Meat t-shirt recently.
I'm glad you made that book though, because it is like every year I feel like we lose a couple more of them. Do you feel like it's growing? Like the video store world, is it growing or is it getting smaller?
It's kind of funny because I think it's kind of evening out a little bit, right? A little drops off and like little comes on. I think there's a lot of people that have video stores in their basements now. Obviously, that's something that's happening. But actual video stores, I mean, I see people trying, like trying to do video store installs, you know what I mean, inside of smaller stores and trying to just get that vibe, alive. I know Whammy out in LA is doing something really cool. Just for a space for I don't know if they're actually renting, but I don't know. Shout out to Whammy. Yeah. They're doing great stuff.
But those are usually made by like collectors of VHS, and they're like, they almost like make it like a museum, like Scarecrow Video in Seattle. That's almost like they should charge admission as like a museum for it. But I do still see like there's one in Broadhead, Wisconsin that as of like 3 years ago, before the pandemic, they were still operating, but it wasn't like this guy was a big movie guy, you know. It wasn't like Scarecrow Video. But then I went back there this summer, they were gone. So like I feel like those are going away, but then the ones that are more like collections and museums are sticking around or popping up.
Well, I think the culture is kind of changing, right? Because a lot of people don't go to video stores anymore. And I think that people that do go to video stores have like a very specific yet eclectic taste. You know what I mean? Like they have a certain direction they're going and I think that the stores that are learning to survive can cater to that a little better rather than someone who's been running a store for 28 years.
Yeah.
And is just kind of like, well, it's not doing that great, you know? And I mean, I don't know. It's like small business and community center is like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're savvy in both of those things,
right?
You know, movies, I think you can.
Yeah. And like that Broadhead one, I think you could still smoke in it too. So
right. That's what I picture. Like wood panel.
A huge loss for video collectors and for smokers.
Yeah, they had like a Men in Black display up and like I mean it was just like but they're no more. So
well, Josh, I want to see some of the cartoons you have on VHS, but before that, let's watch a commercial.
Get ready to get a kick out of breakfast with new quarterback crunch from Wheaties. The only cereal shaped like mini footballs. Totally sweet and crunchy. Make quarterback crunch from Wheaties part of your complete breakfast. But don't wait too long. Quarterback crunch is only available for a limited time.
What do you think it tasted like? Little mini footballs.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
It tasted like all of them.
Yeah.
What I loved most about the commercial was that it was like blue team against red team. Nobody had logos. Yeah. Or sometimes you'd see those baseball cards from like I don't know, like Kraft would put out baseball cards that have Ken Griffey Jr., but he was on some nameless team. You know,
they couldn't license the teams,
exactly,
the players. Yeah.
So they would just have Ken Griffey Jr. on the blue team.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I got a cereal. I just thought this was sort of on the shelf that seemed mutant related. This is Kaws, the artist, Kaws. He's doing like, you know, this. Have you ever seen these sort of vinyl figures and graffiti and stuff? So yeah, he's got this and like doing packaging now for Reese's Puffs, which is a tried and true cereal, just packed with sugar and peanut butter taste. So
what is that selling out if you're an artist? Did he sell out? I mean, is that officially selling out?
You might think it's some sort of Warhol thing he's doing, but yes, he's selling it.
When you're on Reese's Puffs, yeah. It's
Nick, can I ask you what's the niacin level for one bowl?
15%.
I'm gonna say
niacin. Wait, do you care about thiamine, or you're just talking about niacin?
I don't give a shit about thiamine, Nick. It's niacin that I care about.
Niacin rashes, man. It gives me a rash.
Niacin
does?
Yeah, because it's weird. It makes my skin hot. And you never heard about this when people that like drink energy drinks, like sometimes it makes their skin hot and makes your skin feel like prickly and stuff.
Oh, is that what niacin does? Is niacin's in energy drinks?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's what does it to me.
10% in here. 10% of your recommended daily allowance. So avoid Reese's Puffs, Josh.
It heats up your blood, man.
What do you have? What are you eating cereal, or you got a cool mug you want to show off this morning?
Dude, I should have totally grabbed this Eagles mug that I have. It's Garfield, and it says I'm an Eagles fanatic on it. And like it's one of those things you're talking about, Joe, where like they didn't even. It's just a green costume, but they have the Eagles logo. So I'm like, why didn't you just go all the way?
Yeah. Oh, those are the best. Is it like bootleg or is it like actually licensed?
No, it's Garfield. I'm pretty sure. It's
okay.
Garfield. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they threw those licenses around like nothing.
I mean, still kind of happens. So.
Yeah.
But I'm eating Raisin Bran Crunch with no milk because I couldn't put the milk in it because I thought it might get soggy. I don't know how long to wait. So.
That's my problem. How is it? What do you think?
Of Raisin Bran Crunch?
Yeah.
It's a classic. I mean, I've been eating it for a while. And
what? But it's like flakes, raisins, and then what? Little crunch things?
Well, the flakes are like sugar coated.
Got it.
And there's like supposedly something else, but I just don't see it. So.
And what's the niacin level? Do you know probably 0, right? You wouldn't be here right now.
I have to check that out.
Okay.
I've eaten it before, so I think it's.
you could probably handle 10% of niacin. It's probably 10% niacin level, right? I mean, you can handle that.
Yeah, I just can't take like 300% niacin.
Right. With the Monster Energy drink. Yeah. This is a sports episode, so I'm going to be eating some Fedorov Crunch. I'm not actually going to be eating it. I want to keep it still intact. Somebody
Mint in
gave this to
box.
us last year. Oh, I wish I remembered who gave it to us in Columbus, Ohio. They're from Ohio, but they gave this to us. Some old cereal. We collect lots of old cereals here, and look at that. It's pretty nice. So yeah. That's what I'll be.
Fruit Loopsy. Yeah.
That's what I'll be fake eating today. So, and niacin level is at 25% here. Josh, that could kill you.
Steer clear.
Yeah, I can't have more than 4 bowls of that.
George,
Also,
what do you
Can I say one thing though?
Oh yeah, Josh.
Why didn't they make them pucks? Like, why would they go?
Oh, you're right. They made them Fruit Loops.
Missed
take a look.
opportunity. Just take the holes out.
They blew it.
That rule.
And make them all blacked. Black pucks.
Mm.
And have them be black licorice flavored.
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
What I want in the morning.
Yeah. What do you got, George?
I have a fun mug. This is a Batman and Robin cup from 1967.
Ooh.
That somebody gave me in 9th grade. His stepfather used it for his ashing his cigarette, not his ashes. But it's great. It has like the old timey versions of depictions of the Joker, probably by somebody like Jerry Robinson or Dick Sprang, the great Batman artists of the 50s. I love it, and now you love it.
Did you just get that recently, or
no? I've had I got it in 9th grade.
You've been saving it for like this long? Like you haven't showed that to us like until now?
I just remembered. I don't know if in 2 episodes ago I showed you some Batman mugs. I have a vast collection of Batman memorabilia, and the mugs. Right. I found the mug box recently, and you may see more over the course of this season.
All right.
Let's. You guys ready to kick off this episode of Mutant League that we're gonna watch today?
Kick off. I like what you did there.
You want me to show tape? Yeah.
I want to save them to the end because I thought maybe that could give us some ideas for future cartoons to watch because it's season 3. We're running out, so
I'm ready to receive.
Oh, okay. See, I like the theme here.
Sports nuts. A bunch of sports nuts here.
And George.
So this is based on a video game, a Sega Genesis game from 1993 called Mutant League Football, which I had. And it was kind of a Madden knockoff, but where all the creatures were post-apocalyptic mutant creatures, skeletons and lizards and stuff like that. And they would, for some reason, play football against each other. But the cool twist on it was that what I remember is you could kill other teams' players. So instead of injuries, they could actually get killed. And if enough players were killed, the game was forfeit.
That's
Yeah. So it was created by a guy named Michael Mendheim, who also created the cartoon. Here's a little bit of the game from '93. Good theme music, right?
Fantastic.
Look at the team names.
I love that Sega look. I really like that Sega look a lot.
Yeah, we got they always had parodies of like player names and stuff. So the
60 Winers.
like the 49ers.
That's pushing the envelope too, because
exactly.
Right. Yeah. Slay City Slayers. Oh, these all need T-shirts. All of them need T-shirts.
Well, I think he's doing it, right? Like the guy who created it, I think he tried to bring it back.
Yeah, he brought it back. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But he made his own version of it once he lost the license for this.
I had no idea about this, but I like it a lot.
The players vomits.
I want to play this game.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's good. And then there was a sequel called Mutant League Hockey that was not as successful. So then the plans to do all the other sports were kind of scrapped. But it was popular enough that they got their own cartoon, and it was from 94 to 96, 40 episodes they crammed into this. And the lead character is this guy Bones Justice, voiced by a guy who's a Canadian actor. All the voice actors are Canadian, this guy, the lead was he's like the skeleton with hair that we saw in Josh's cover that looked like Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
He's in the show Letterkenny, if people watch that. Plays a guy named McMurray in Letterkenny now. Tara Strong, Rob Paulson, who was in Pinky and the Brain. Pinky was in it. And this is really hard to find. These episodes are kind of lost to the ages, but they did release a bunch of them as Mutant League, the movie, on VHS. So they just crammed 6 episodes or 3 episodes and made it an hour of cartoons. And, it's going for $200, or if you're friends with Josh Schaefer, he can give you a copy of it.
What was it on? Was it on Saturday mornings, or was this a direct to video thing?
Yeah, it was on Saturday mornings. I don't know what channel, but this aired Saturday mornings. All 40 episodes aired on broadcast TV.
And what years did you say?
94 to 96.
Okay.
Game came out in 93. And so here you get to know a little bit more of who our lead characters are and the evil commissioner, and in a long backstory intro.
Love a backstory.
Sunday, in the winter of 2004,
And everybody was frozen.
a record-breaking crowd was on hand to watch the Football League championship game. None could have known that this was soon to become the darkest day in history.
Oh, red versus blue.
Butch Justice blazed across the field for the winning touchdown.
Butch Justice is supposed to be like Bo
Before
Jackson.
The glory could be felt by the multitudes, the earth began to rumble, growing
there's
more
Wiseau.
violent with each passing moment, until a 10.3 earthquake ripped the stadium from its foundations. Noxious gases, thick with the stench of radioactive refuse, seeped into the air.
Thick with the stink of radioactive refuse.
And the intonation, he's killing it. Dude.
Yeah.
I was wondering, did they put an effect on his voice, or is that his voice? Who is this guy?
No, he was affected by the stench of radioactive.
That'll get you
gases.
every
You know
single
what?
time.
George is right. Thinking about it.
Radioactive refuse seeped into the air. Gallons of toxic liquid belched forth from the earth.
Belched forth. All right, I'm on board. You know what? Wait a second. Can you pause? I bet I know where. I like where you stopped it. I feel like this idea came from the 94 World Series, 93 World Series, where the earthquake happened.
It was 91.
Oh, was it 91?
Park.
Giants and A's. It was
Yeah.
Giants versus A's. And I remember watching that game, and then it got interrupted. Like all of a sudden the cameras went out because there was an earthquake.
Yep.
And I wonder if the writer was there watching this game and was like, what if?
And that wasn't the
What
backstory
if?
for the video game, but I bet you're right. I bet that came from that, because the video game, I think, was just like, oh, there's Bill Lambier's combat basketball, and there's all the Blood Bowl, the Warhammer football game. But then when they had to invent more of a backstory, an earthquake during a live game.
Mm-hmm.
It was 89, apparently, just
Oh, okay.
because everybody's going to jump into the comments to.
Okay, there you go.
About it.
You beat
Yeah.
him. You
Yeah.
beat him to it.
He's mutating.
Love those bangs.
Those unfortunate enough to come in contact with the poisonous fumes felt their skin boil,
The evil commissioner.
mutate.
They got naked.
Look at how
Their
violent this is.
genitals went away.
Should this be turning me on? I guess is the question.
The fortunate souls in the stadium who survived were no longer human beings.
This is so
They were
great.
now mutants, forever transformed into hideous creatures with strength, speed,
Strength. He can't even lift
and
the.
agility far superior to any human.
I'd watch football if it was like this.
And they
Rising
still
from
understood the
ashes, this
rules.
devastating
Look at, they also play
was the most
volleyball.
exciting
Oh, they
and
play all
dangerous
kinds of
sporting competition that the world has ever
Said it's
seen.
a few episodes put together.
Yeah, right. They're showing highlights from a bunch of episodes put together. So different sports, yeah.
Yeah,
It feels
they
like,
play all kinds of sports through this. So
but it feels like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm just too excited to say my comment. It feels like they they would kill the referees every time they would get a bad call.
Well, in the video game, you could bribe the refs and the refs and to make calls in your favor. And that kind of comes into play in the cartoon a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
George?
Asked and answered.
No, that's what I was going to say.
Known to all as the Mutant League.
Oh, in your face!
Some early computer animation. It looks like the video game Underground commercial that we have played before.
Video game Underground has the best
video games in town. Video game Underground has the best
Wait, hit
video
pause.
games in town.
Josh, have you seen the Video Game Underground commercial before?
I don't think so.
Oh,
But
is there any way?
living it with you guys talking?
No, but
I could play it at halftime.
let's play it at halftime. Yeah, I feel like you would love it so much. All right, I want to see your reaction to it.
Racing is another sport they do. Mutant League hockey, like the game. Look at they.
I love this.
Just to recap, they beheaded this troll and then used him to volley. Look at. You see?
This is the best.
The thing that gets me is the guy that's on his own team knocks his head off. So it's like anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He's on your team.
that's terrible sportsmanship.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Anything to win.
This is my new favorite cartoon of all time. This is my number one.
It's all downhill from here.
Oh, really?
No, it's fine.
The premise has me.
Yeah.
Time for one more play. All-Star Bones Justice as Mutant State in position to win in this, his last college game.
Muters. It's time.
We're starting at the college before they go to the pros. So this is the college game, and we're meeting our hero Bones Justice.
The jam at home. Razor.
Played by Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, hi, Lizard.
Razor.
What's up, Bones? Oh, sorry. Fly. I'm going short.
Long.
Flat.
Post.
I'm there.
Cool. Everybody else, just make sure the pocket holds up. Let's go out champions.
That's pretty good.
Bang. Bam.
That's pretty good. I liked it.
Listen
It's
to the
funny.
fear
It's
of
genuinely funny.
nobody.
Some parts are genuinely funny. Yeah.
Public yearns for a new hero. I'm the hero.
Monocle.
Now.
Wait. Nick, can you pause? Can we do some sort of monocle montage? Do you think we have enough clips for a monocle montage? Josh, do you have enough videos over there that have people wearing monocles? We could do a monocle montage.
I'd have to go to my monocle section in my room, but I could probably pull out a few.
All right, it's done
Okay.
deal. You heard it here
All right,
first.
there we go. Monocle montage coming right up.
KT, maybe they're growing tired of having a Neanderthal as their role model. Ease up, cat.
It matters not who the hero is, as long as he plays for me.
22.
You're going down, Bones!
Bring on the noise.
Bring on the noise. Bring
This
on
is
the
it,
funk.
guys. Hut! 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 Go Rays!
What a move by Razor! Fucking Bones hit him! There's that famous Bones
Oh,
Justice
sliced his
step-off.
head off.
It's a
Lusky
signature
didn't have a
move.
chance. Goodbye,
There's-
head. But hold on,
There's no-
don't count Lusky out yet. His head game has been good all day.
His head game has been good all day.
Oh,
Bones gets the pass off, but it's high.
but he's
Too
over the line of
high.
scrimmage. And there's a 10-yard penalty.
He got it! What a play! Bones Justice, the Razor Kid, for the winning touchdown! What a spectacular finish for two spectacular
That's 10 yards for
careers!
excessive celebration. That'll be.
Bones is incredible. And that Lizard's not bad either. With those two on my team, the Mutant League Championship will be mine for the next 10 years.
Okay, listen, I gotta run.
And look at this
Okay,
video game underground style animation here.
this is. Oh, I can't wait for Josh to see this. Video game under.
This to me, this whole scene is somewhat similar to the volleyball scene in Top Gun. I don't think they intended it to be homoerotic, but just two buddies kind of working out together. So.
The other thing is, like, there's a lot of decapitation in this show. I can't imagine that ABC was playing this on Saturday mornings. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It doesn't say. It said it was on for 2 seasons, 40 episodes, but it doesn't say where it played.
Maybe it was syndicated. Maybe that was it. So it would just air like on, whenever a network had, maybe after school. Maybe it wasn't Saturdays.
Okay.
I feel like WB, but I could have been wrong. Like WB I feel like I might have seen it on.
I didn't see anything about it.
I could see that like 4 p.m. weekdays.
Yeah.
You know, like on WB.
On WB.
Yeah.
All right, here's the two buddies.
It's like Doom.
Why are you staring at me?
I'm not staring.
Hey, you're doing it again.
Okay, I just can't believe you don't want to even think about Prigg's offer.
Rays, Prigg is single-handedly destroying
I like the
Mutant League.
dialogue.
When my dad played, it was about teamwork and real competition. Then bang,
40 episodes?
Dad's gone.
Yeah.
Prigg wins the cup and turns the league into a freak fest?
Yeah, but the Norms pay
exposition.
crazy dollars to watch.
Oh, come on, watch what? A bunch of mutants maiming each other? Prigg's using the league to sell fake athletics and real violence.
So that
No
talks
amount of
about
money
the
to
actual NFL commissioner. They're having people get injured for other people's entertainment. Doesn't care about people's safety.
Play for that
Okay.
mutant.
So I'm going to pick up Video Game Underground. I'm going to go find that. But in the meantime, what do you guys think so far?
I like it a lot. I like it. I would have loved this back then. 1994, I would have watched this for sure. I think the dialogue's genuinely funny between the two, between the characters. And I feel like Ren and Stimpy might have come out at this point. So maybe they were influenced by that. The dialogue between the characters and some of the ultra violence. So yeah, no, I love it.
All right. Well, now that bought enough time for me to pull up Video Game. And here it is.
Yeah, Nick, when I do that,
Good vamping.
just circle your finger like this when you're ready for me to wrap up.
Okay. And Video Game Underground.
Video Game Underground has the best video games in town. Video Game Underground
It's like the blimp
has
from
the best prices on games around. Video Game Underground has the best video games in town. Video Game Underground has the best prices on games around. Video Game Underground. Video Game.
I'm getting heavy Godsmack vibes off of it.
I get that too, but the animation is straight up Mutant League.
Yeah, it's of the era, and kudos to Video Game Underground for hiring whatever band they could find.
maybe it was Godsmack. I don't know. Who knows?
I honestly, dude, like it was wonderful. I loved it. So thank you for sharing it with me. Yeah.
Well, it's time for commercial break. George, what do you got?
Today we're going to be looking at the evolution of toy footballs. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
Nerf football, rah, rah, rah. You can watch it go. Nerf football, rah, rah, rah. Easy to catch and throw. You can go for the long bomb. Punt and retrieve.
Oh, no logos on those shirts.
When you pass or receive. Nerf football, rah, rah, rah.
Kids rarely wear logos on their shirts anyway.
Nerf football from Parker Brothers.
Okay, so normal football.
Nice. Okay.
Hey, what do you got? Nerf Turbo Football. Yeah, what's it do? Go long. Real long.
Turbos.
City limits sign.
This was a big evolution in bone footballs.
It made you feel strong.
Night spirals.
Nice toss.
Nerf Turbo Football. You don't throw it, you launch it.
The sounds of football. The new sound of football. The new Nerf Turbo Screamer football, specially designed for the screaming sound of excitement. Turbocharged for long-distance launches, so anyone can have a rocket arm.
We had that one.
The new Nerf Turbo Screamer. Football will never sound the same again.
The new farthest flying Vortex Megaflux.
I'm John Elway. I set a world record by throwing the Vortex football over 90 yards.
I'm not John Elway, but I'm gonna smash John Elway's record with the new Vortex Megaflight.
A new record over 100 yards.
Awesome throw.
It's an awesome ball.
If you want to smash your own record, you want the new Vortex Megaflight.
I want to buy
Was
one.
Elway, was Elway kind of a cuck in that commercial?
Yes.
He was.
I mean, he willingly allowed himself to be shown up in a commercial.
The
you know?
weaker man. But it was because football technology had come a long way, so it wasn't entirely his fault.
It was a John Henry versus the steam engine kind of thing.
I think that's what we had.
Okay.
That's what we were working with there. Yeah.
And there was only one place for footballs to go after that.
Vortex Megaflight.
And now, Super Plays of the Week, starring the craziest sports balls in the world, Super Mad Balls. In football, someone slips a Super Mad Ball into the game, centers it to the quarterback, who freaks out and fumbles.
The future is here.
Touchdown terror.
Look at
Gross
this catch.
footballs.
In basketball, the Super Mad Ball really puts on some super moves. And in soccer, everyone gets a kick out of the Super Mad Ball. New Super Mad Balls, foul shot, goal eater, and touchdown terror from Amtoy.
What if you got one of those super mad balls, right? Like the basketball one, and then you're like Steph Curry with that thing and you never miss, but you take a regular basketball and you're just a regular whatever. You're not that good. Think of that maybe that's a movie. Maybe that's a movie of like some kid who gets a super mad ball and he's incredible with it. Nobody can beat him with the super mad ball, but then he gets a regular basketball. I don't know. I'm going to start writing the screenplay tonight.
Right. People come back from the future in which people only play with the mad ball, and they learn that he was this guy who was the best, but he had no league to play in. And he goes there, he becomes famous, but he comes back because he realizes it's not important to be seen as skilled in the eyes of other people. You just have to know it yourself.
Oh, that's why I pitched these stupid ideas to you guys, is because I know that somebody's going to pick up the ball and run with it.
Hey.
And
Josh, you released new titles on VHS, so I think we have the full
I was
complete.
just gonna say I picked that up.
Yeah. All right. Josh has greenlit it. Let's make this movie.
We'll send you the deck.
I just want a super mad ball. That's all I want.
He's in it for the mad ball.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Now the commissioner is deciding in Mutant League that he wants to try to get Bones Justice to be his star, but Bones says, no, I'm going to play for the mom and pop team. I don't want big money in the sport. So he lures his friend, the Lizoid, to be on the money team, but things don't go the way they planned.
Thank you for that recap, because I had no idea what the hell was going on.
It wasn't so much a recap as explaining the plot that I cut out.
Yo, that was a penalty!
A penalty's only a penalty if the ref calls it. And this is practice, so...
Where are the
I
refs?
don't see no ref.
This is he's saying this is practice, so I don't see no refs.
Oh, I see.
And this is his new teammate who's playing dirty because he's on the bad guy team now.
And this is practice, so...
And that's his underwear that he's wearing?
No ref.
Codpiece.
Codpiece.
Quit your crying!
Did that disturb anybody else? He just like ripped his tail off. Like that surprised me, even though I know this is a violent cartoon.
Less than the head ripping off.
Yeah.
Quit your crying, you're a mutant. It'll grow back.
And it's still wiggling.
Yeah.
Razor, convince Bones to side with me, or next time even the Rejuvenator won't heal you.
Bones.
I think the way they got around the violence is like after they were injured in games, they would go into these like Bacta tanks, like from Star Wars, to heal themselves, so they could reset at the beginning of the next episode.
But if you cut them in half, could you rejuvenate them into two different?
I think the Rejuvenators. Well, that could have been a strategic play. I don't know, George.
All right.
Got 39 more episodes to watch.
Video game underground has the best video games.
He's critical now, but he'll pull through.
Prig can't get away with this.
You, Joker, get that Razor Kid back in practice now.
But he hasn't completed the rejuvenation process.
My heart bleeds. Now get him on the field pronto.
Do it and you'll deal with me. I'm gonna put a stop to this now.
No, squash that, Bones. Man, this isn't like college. These guys are too tough.
Don't take him out of there.
We open the season
Video game.
with a football game between the Midway Monsters.
There's the announcer you're talking about. Sort of like a Howard Cosell type, I think. But yeah.
Monsters and the Slay City Slayers. And another beautiful block by Bones. This guy's
Oh my God! I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Maybe
Oh my
it's Dick
goodness.
Vitale. Maybe
That's
it's more of a
what
Dick
it is.
Vitale. Yeah, so basically Bones makes a deal that if he can get Lizoid on his team and win against the bad guys, that he gets him on the good team.
The beautiful block by Bones. This guy's all over the field. The Monsters have the ball, and Bones scores. With
That sounds like Jerry Seinfeld.
I
mean, what is the deal?
The Monsters close.
Who are these linebackers?
Who are these mutants?
Why do they call them linebackers? There's no line.
You and Razor are dead meat, Bones. Hot, hot, hot.
KT drops back, but so does Bones. Slayer has an open man, but here comes Justice. KT gets the pass away.
It's hard to animate football.
Unbelievable, an interception.
I can't believe what I'm seeing
Now
here.
there's only KT Slayer between Bones, Justice, and an incredible upset.
Playing dirty, he's got those like spike pads that came out.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
You stabbed me.
But how is that any different than Bones's? His look even pokier. I don't see how one's frowned upon and one's okay.
I think it's just because he has more.
Good
That's
point,
it.
Josh.
I don't
Good
know.
point.
Go try to your mama, Bone Boy.
Josh is the owner of the tape, so he probably would know. Yep.
Bones looks like he's hurt pretty bad.
This is our chance. Mo, get ready. This one's coming to you. You can do it.
Try not to get
I believe
beheaded.
in you.
The pass is off.
Oh my goodness!
Mo is on.
That's got to be the thumbnail.
That might be. Oh, somebody cross dissolves.
Yep.
What a throw by Bones.
They didn't really know how to do
Most
slow
first
motion.
catch ever, and it's a TD.
Kind of the achy shuffle.
Yeah, Bones! You did it! We're a team again!
He can walk.
It's a miracle.
I can't believe it! We won, dog!
Guys, I'm going to get emotional here.
You just gotta believe.
I'll get you, Bones,
You
Justice.
just gotta believe.
You'll never
I'll get you in the medical montage.
Today's MLSN replay features Bones Justice.
Oh
and
my
his
God, I'm always
incredible
yelling.
step-up.
I think this is smart because we always talk about how animation is cheap and they want to reuse as many things as they can. They make the intros long so they don't have to animate new stuff. But it makes sense in a sports themed cartoon that you would do replays. So that's what they're doing is they're doing an instant replay at the end here.
Incredible
Is this like the last act, the denouement?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good for 2 weeks in the Rejuvenator for sure.
I'm always yelling.
Mutant League. There it is. So I'm
I
psyched for football
loved it.
season. I'm psyched for mutants.
I
Josh,
loved it.
Thank you for sending me that.
Oh, of course, dude. It's always great to hear from you, and especially if we get to talk tapes, it's awesome. So,
George, you're not a sports fan, but are you a mutant fan?
Oh, that's tough. I'd like this. If the show was just them off the field, like their personal lives, their relationships.
Just the drumming and weightlifting scene. If it was just that.
Yeah, just like their agents trying to negotiate their salaries. That I'd watch.
Okay, kind of an Arliss. Animated
Mutant
Arliss.
Arliss.
Okay.
Okay, I found out this is a home video, 1996 by Columbia TriStar Home Video. I wonder if they made all these episodes and they pitched it to ABC, and ABC was like, "Fuck no, not a chance. There's too many beheadings in this show."
I don't think they would make them without having a contract to
That's true.
sell them in
That's
syndication.
true.
But yeah, the only release on home video was that movie with a bunch of episodes crammed together that Josh has.
Right.
But I understand that there's a like Boomerang or some sort of like Canadian streaming service has them all up there now, or has most of them. So, but
I'm just wondering where it played initially. If they made 40 episodes of something, it had to be on a network. And
I think syndication. They just
and-
sold them to whatever network wanted cheap
I know,
programming.
but like that's a big leap to like, we're going to make 40 episodes of this show. We're going to spend all this money and we're going to hope for syndication.
Well, I
don't
think they probably shot a pilot or something. Like, Small Wonder they shot a pilot, syndicators bought it, so they made the episodes. But
okay.
I think they made some money on the Genesis game as well, and I think like they might have had a little bit of capital to create the cartoon.
There were some, So I have some updates about that. So there were action figures, even though we don't even know where this aired, but there were some action figures and Pogs. There were some Pogs as well, but that's kind of it. There's a few vehicles. Yeah.
Could you go back 1 second?
Yeah. And there were some vehicles with the action figures.
Okay, dude. So I have a story about this toy.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
So I had this toy. Okay, because I love Mutant League, and I was thinking about this, and it's such like a core memory. It's so weird. You ever have just core memories that don't really make sense otherwise? You know what I mean? But if you saw that action figure has, it launches like a football, like you would launch a missile, like a GI Joe, and it has the goalpost, right? So in my room, I had a football field rug, like that had yard markings on it. So me and my buddies would like sit on that rug and use that Mutant League football launcher and try to kick like longer field goals than the other person, like 20, 40-yard field goals. And we would just do that like forever. Like it was just part of the hangs,
That's a slice of heaven right there, isn't it? Just like some like stupid like Saturday afternoon, and you're like playing this dumb game. Oh man, that's the best.
Yeah,
not much has changed. We're watching the cartoon now, and it's a Saturday morning. So, I didn't make a game for this, but I did do something extra special. So in the video game and the show, they had like parody names that were gross for all the characters, and then in the game they would come up and say something really insulting. So I made a Mutant League character for all of us for Mutant League football.
Okay.
So first of all, we have Hog Slafer. Let's VHS assassinate their asses. So that's
there we go. I like it. Hog Slafer. Yes. Yep. That sounds exactly like Josh's name.
For George, we have the Creep. This is Go Cry to Your Mommy, who lives at 409 Eisenhower Road. So George, known for doing his research. This is This Ain't Filth, It's Nature. Gross Picket.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, referee.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Everyone's saying all their, they're saying gross, objectionable things. And so mine is Nick Pureyer, and I'm saying, hey guys, we got a lot of show in the lineup. Do you think we can try to finish in a reasonable amount of time? So everything's equally insulting. And
Nick, can I ask you though, like why your character had the beginning quotation mark but didn't end it at the end of their question?
Good question.
Damn.
No, you can't ask that. All right, so Josh, let's see what you got. We want ideas for future cartoons to watch. Show us your stack. What are we working with here?
Oh, I just picked stuff that you said, stuff I love, right? So, like, I mean, this is standard. I grew up with Rocco's Modern Life. I mean, like, this is standard Saturday morning. So
Rocco. Oh, wait, I don't know that one. What is that? What is Rocco's?
Rocco's Modern Life?
No.
This is like a classic to me.
See, Josh, I think you're a little bit younger than us, so I think that you were like, what was your?
Which is good.
Yeah, exactly. Like 96, 97, because I think that we were falling out of it around like 94, 95.
Yeah, so I was like, 10 years old in 95. So yeah, but yeah, Rocco was huge. Love Rocco.
Australian kangaroo? That was a Nickelodeon one, right?
Yeah, Wallaby. Yeah.
Wallaby. Okay.
Yeah. Computer Warriors.
Oh, familiar with that.
You might want to watch that one. Yeah, this one's just super weird.
Who put that out? Mattel? Did Mattel or Hasbro? Yeah, Mattel.
They launched a toy line with it.
Yeah.
Was that the one where it's like there's a can of Pepsi that becomes it's a transformer? Oh yeah, we should watch that next week. I cannot wait to watch that one.
Yeah.
It's where capitalism was born on that VHS tape. All right, what do you got?
Quite possibly. Monster in My Pocket. You guys know this one?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, this one's cool. Comes on a blue tape.
I've never seen a blue tape before.
What?
I've seen whites. I've seen yellows. I've seen
purples.
Oranges. I don't know if I've ever seen a blue tape before.
Oh, well, here's one.
Wow. We got to cue that one up too.
That's a royal blue too.
Dude, you think this is cool? So I have it over here, but this also came out in like a 2-inch box, and it comes with an exclusive Monster in My Pocket toy.
Ooh, wow. All right, we'll have you back on for that one whenever we get around to that.
Yo, Bucky O'Hare.
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched that one. Good?
He's super sick too, but this cartoon is really cool. They use a VCR in it, or like a VCR kind of thing. It's cool.
Oh, how have we not gotten to that? Yeah.
I'll send you the clip. Yeah.
I just love how you presented it. You're like, Bucky O'Hare?
Like,
cool guy.
Dude.
Bucky O'Hare.
This cartoon's really good, though. It's really good.
I know. See, you're introducing us to a world of late 90s that we were too cool to watch this stuff in the late 90s. So we missed the boat.
Love it. So here's one most people might know, but I love the Beetlejuice cartoon.
My sister and I will watch. It was legitimately funny to my recollection, whereas other ones you just sort of watch joylessly eating cereal. You could actually laugh at that one.
Oh, I still watch Beetlejuice. So I mean, it's such a good cartoon. It's like even on Saturday mornings you put it on, watch one, put it on the background when you go about your day on Saturday, and just great stuff. This is another comfort one, Groovy Ghoulies. You probably remember this one.
Yes, we watched that one last season on Shaturday. Well, it's just like laugh-in style skits and the monster play songs. Love that one.
See, I forget stuff too, Joe. So, but
oh boy,
Rude Dog.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Did we watch a Rude Dog?
Yeah, but we have a different.
And the Dweebs.
But we have a different VHS though. That we have a different compilation.
I think I have that one too. I think they only did like 3 or 4, but this tape sucks.
What?
Whoa! Pink and blue?
Yeah, and it's like kind of.
Whoa!
I don't know if you can tell, but
I mean,
it's translucent.
I feel like that's your retirement right there. You could eBay that and like retire and just be done with this whole VHS world forever. And
I got Rude Dog envy right now. That is incredible.
We should do a show where I'll show you all my like weird tape stocks, man. I got so many different ones.
Yeah, let's have you on VCR party for that.
I feel like that's another book too, like just the VHS actual tapes, that aren't just black,
Yeah, I mean, I have a gold one, like it looks like a Zelda cartridge, like that kind of like reflective.
Yeah.
Gold.
Oh, man, yeah. Then Barney's were always white.
Mm-hmm.
Nickelodeons were orange, yeah. Good picks, Josh.
VeggieTales are green.
Oh man, you keep blowing my mind. Like right when I think I've seen everything with VHS, you come on the show and like I'm just like I don't know anything. I really just don't even know anything when you come on.
Taking us to school.
Exactly.
It would be VH school if it was any kind of school.
Oh, VHS school. Yes.
Yeah,
VH school.
I got to get one in there. I got to get
Spoken like a true hog slafer, if I've ever heard one.
And I just want to say one thing before we get too far away from Mutant League. I know it's in the past already, but I'm telling you, I think Bones Justice is modeled after Jim McMahon a little bit. And do you guys know Jim McMahon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the headbands and the Bears.
He like the long hair and like the bad boy attitude and like the sunglasses. I was just like, man, watching this here with you tonight, guys, I was like, this kind of reminds me of Jim McMahon a little bit. So
yeah.
No, but here's the one thing. When I was scrolling through Wikipedia for some information about stuff, there's some guy named Grim McSlam who is supposed to be a spoof of Jim McMahon. Was his name? This guy wasn't Grim McSlam, wasn't?
Bones Justice.
Bones Justice.
Yeah.
But he looked like Jim McMahon. But they
and
also had
in the
Grim
video game.
McSlam.
In the video game, he was Bones Jackson, which is supposed to be like Bo Jackson, but a skeleton version.
Okay.
But I guess with this one, they made him into a Jim McMahon, but kept the name kind of. I don't know.
My guess is that the animators weren't huge like sports fans, and they're just like they took a little bit from here and they took a little bit from there, and they did what they could. Yeah.
So before we get into George's lesson of the day, Josh, anything coming out from Lunch Meat that we should get excited about?
Ooh, VHS releases, always putting like radical stuff on tape. Right now out should be working with this label called Error 444, and we're putting out a couple Hong Kong titles, Centipede Horror and Red Spells Red, which are two really wild movies from the 80s. And then we're doing this other movie called Anatomia Extinction, which is like this weird cyberpunk movie from Japan. I'm really excited about those.
And are you putting these out on VHS or on?
Yeah.
DVD?
So
oh, really? Okay.
I'm working with them to put it out on tape, so I'm really excited about those movies. Movies are wild.
Yeah.
Some really cool additions for those, and I'm going to reprint Video Store Still Exist because that sold out, and we're going to reprint the mold removal because that sold out too.
I need to buy that because we don't know how to remove mold from our tapes, and what other resource is there besides Lunch Meat putting this kind of material out? So.
Yeah, I mean, there's other resources, but it's once you learn it, it's essentially the same thing. You know.
And then also there's the zine that we put out together, the Workout Rewind. Yes, yeah. And we got to do more of those. We just did a celebrity one together, but we got to do other ones. Like we got to do like devices. We got to do the legends, like the Tony Littles. We got to do like there's so many more. I feel like we just scratched the surface of exercise videos. So
absolutely. I mean, celebrities is very focused, right? But exercise videos, as you know, have no limits whatsoever. There is the most ridiculous stuff ever out there, and I would love to continue that project with you guys because still finding workout tapes, still finding all kinds of weird shit. So
yes, all right.
Well, thanks. And before they call a delay of game, George, what is the instant replay of the lesson we learned today?
Well, a mutant league is a sporting organization made up of beings who are similarly afflicted by physical infirmities that make them deviations from some perceived norm of humanity. Yet within their league, these individuals all share the condition of being different. So then, relative to each other, they are normal and we are strange. To them, we are the mutants. We're disgusting, fleshy. We're creatures with smooth skin whose limbs never grow back when they're torn off. So in the Super Bowl of life, don't be so quick to tackle strangers just because they're different. Introduce yourself in the first down of meeting. Work your way down the gridiron of kindness 10 yards at a time for a first down of trust, and soon you may just find yourself in the end zone of friendship, kicking a severed head for an extra point of respect. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
George, I have one thing to say about that. It's good! One more dumb football reference to
oh boy. There's been too many, but yeah.
All right, Josh's Lunch Meat, thanks for coming on, and happy Shaturday!
Happy Shaturday, everybody!
The deal with Shaturday.